Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is April 25th, 2025, and we're diving into the first quarter earnings report of First Citizens Bank shares. Joining us is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. First Citizens Bank shares, a top 20 U.S. financial institution, has just released its Q1 2025 earnings report. It's a significant player in the banking sector, and I'm excited to discuss their performance and outlook.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the financial highlights. First, Citizens Bank shares reported a net income of $483 million for the first quarter. John, how does this compare to their previous performance?
In the linked quarter, they reported a net income of $700 million, so there's a noticeable decrease. However, the adjusted net income for this quarter stands at $528 million, which is quite robust. The adjusted earnings per share came in at $37.79, slightly above the forecast of $37.72 from 7 analysts, indicating a solid performance despite the challenges.
Net interest income and margin. Net interest income is a crucial metric for banks. How did First Citizens perform in this area?
Net interest income for the quarter was $1.66 billion, a decrease of $46 million from the previous quarter. The net interest margin also saw a slight compression to 3.26% from 3.32%. This was primarily due to a decrease in interest income on loans by $86 million, driven by a lower yield, although partially offset by a higher average balance.
Non-interest income and expense. How about non-interest income and expenses? What trends are we seeing there?
Non-interest income was $635 million, down by $64 million from the previous quarter. This decline was due to lower fair value adjustments and reduced gains on sales of loans and securities. On the expense side, non-interest expenses decreased slightly to $1.49 billion, reflecting reduced acquisition-related costs and capitalized software impairments.
Balance sheet and capital position. Let's talk about their balance sheet. What are the key figures there?
Loans and leases grew to $141.36 billion, with notable growth in the commercial bank and SVB commercial segments. Deposits also increased significantly to $159.33 billion. Additionally, First Citizens repurchased $613 million worth of shares, demonstrating strong capital management and shareholder returns.
Credit quality and provisions. Credit quality is always a concern. How did First Citizens fare in this regard?
The provision for credit losses was stable at $154 million, with net charge-offs decreasing to $144 million. The allowance for loan and lease losses increased slightly to $1.68 billion, reflecting a cautious approach given the current economic uncertainties.
CEO's perspective and future outlook. What insights did the CEO provide about the company's performance and future outlook?
CEO Frank B. Holding Jr. highlighted the solid financial results, particularly the growth in loans and deposits. He emphasized the company's strong capital and liquidity positions, which enable them to navigate uncertainties and pursue future opportunities with confidence.
Key takeaways. In summary, First Citizens Bank shares delivered a solid performance in Q1 2025, with strong loan and deposit growth and effective capital management. John, any final thoughts?
First Citizens is well positioned with its strong balance sheet and strategic initiatives. The slight beat on EPS forecasts and robust capital returns through share repurchases are positive indicators for investors.
Thank you, John, for your insights. And thank you to our viewers for tuning in. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch. We'd love to hear your thoughts on First Citizens' performance in the comments below.